Hi, my name is Shanaya.
And my name is Ralph. And our topic is all about Newton's
Newton's
third
third
law
law
of
of motion.
motion.
Before we proceed to our experiment, let me give you a brief information about Newton's third law of motion. What does Newton's third law of motion states?
Newton's third law of motion states that in every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. In this experiment, we will be discussing this law by the use of the concept of balloon rockets. A balloon provides a simple example of how a rocket engine works. The air trapped inside the balloon pushes out to the open end, causing the balloon to move forward. The force of the air escaping is the action. The movement of the balloon forward is the reaction, predicted by Newton's third law of motion.
These are the materials needed for this experiment.
First is a string that is at least 7 meters long, a drinking straw, balloons of different sizes,
A tape, balloon pump, and last is the tape measure. Now, let's move on to the experiment procedure.
Step 1.
We need to place the string inside the balloon and make sure that the straw is sliding on the string.
Step 2.
Next step is to tie both sides of the string to a stationary object.
Step 3.
Place the balloon.
Step 4.
Then, get your partner to hold the balloon while you place the tape on the top of the balloon. Attach the straw.
This experiment, we did trials of 3 balloons with different sizes. Let us now proceed to the actual experiment. The primary data that we need to collect is the time traveled and the distance traveled of each balloon. First balloon or the small balloon. this balloon, the data that we got for its time is 0.38 seconds with a distance traveled of 3.69 meters. The second balloon or the medium balloon. The data that we got from this second balloon or the medium balloon was its travel time is 1.06 seconds and its distance traveled is 5.17 meters. The third balloon or the large balloon. Data that we get from this balloon is its travel time is 1.85 seconds with a distance traveled of 6.79 meters.
Solving for velocity, acceleration, and force.
These are the formulas used. Velocity is equals distance over time. Acceleration is equals to velocity multiplied by time, and force is equal to mass multiplied by acceleration.
For the first balloon, for the second balloon, and for the third balloon.
This is now our final table. We observed that the mass of the balloon affects the travel time and the distance traveled of the balloon. The heavier the balloon is, the longer the travel time and distance traveled the balloon has. The string and the straw have no much friction. Therefore, the acceleration and velocity of the balloon